So today I'm going to demonstrate how to solve this decimal division problem using the place value chart to solve. I'll do the standard algorithm along with the place value chart. So first thing I have to do is represent my 7/10 on the place value chart by writing what we refer to as number discs in the tenths column. So that represents my 7/10 that I'm going to have. So I need to have four groups created, and I'm going to divide those up into. So I'm going to do that by drawing lines. You don't have to be a very good artist to do this math. As you see, I am very messy with my lines. Hard to hold the camera and draw lines at the same time. But I'm going to get better at it. So I'm going to number my 4 groups. Okay. So then I need to equally divide my 7/10 into my 4 groups. So I might choose to do one at a time, depending on the number I'm dividing up, or 2 at a time if I have a bigger number. But I want to make sure I can put one of each in each group, and then when I don't have enough to put equally into each group, I have to regroup the rest. So that can be, the step here can be demonstrated by 4 going into 7. 4 times 1 is 4. Right. I'm going to subtract. I have my 3, and you see I have my 3 left over here. These need to be regrouped into the hundredths column in the place value chart. But each one of these tenths is equal to 10 hundredths. So I essentially have 30 hundredths here now. There's my 30. So that's demonstrated over here by bringing the 0 down. So here's where basic math facts come into play and important. I'm dividing 30 by 4, so I'm thinking 4 times 7 is 28. So that tells me that I'm going to divide these groups into 7. So I have 7 in each of my 4 groups. Okay, I would cross these off as I used them. And if I didn't know my basic math fact, I could actually just figure it out by doing a few at a time. But I'm going to be left with 2 groups, or 2 hundredths left over. Okay. Again, that's over here. This is 7 times 4. 28. 30 minus 28 is 2. So again, I have to regroup these 2 over to my thousandths. I have 20 thousandths. Is 2 hundredths is equal to 20 thousandths. Okay. So that's achieved over here in my standard algorithm by bringing down my 0. Okay. Then thinking 4 goes into 20, I've got to divide this 20 into 4 groups. Knowing my basic math facts will help me do this and know that I have 5 in each group. And I've used all there. 5 times 4 is 20. I have no remainder. So my number here is 175 thousandths, and it is demonstrated on the place value chart by what I have in each group. I have 0 in the ones, my decimal point. I have 1, I have 7, and I have 5. 175 thousandths. So that is long division, decimal long division on the place value chart.